Cam Jansen and the Mystery of the UFO, Chapter 2. Eric aimed his camera at the lights. He pressed the shutter button and the camera went click. The lights were rising, but they weren't going straight up. They were moving from side to side and up and down. It almost seemed that the wind was moving the lights. Eric aimed his camera again. He pressed the shutter button. Click. He pressed it once more. Click. I'm not sure I'm doing this right, Eric said. It's getting dark and the lights are so far away. I hope at least one picture comes out. Cam wasn't really listening. She was watching the lights. I've seen lights in the sky before, she said, but they were from helicopters or airplanes or fireworks. I don't know what these are. Well, let's go over there, Eric said, pointing to the parking lot. Maybe those people know. Cam put the kitten down. Cam was picking up her books when she heard the kitten cry. The kitten was up in the tree again. That cat doesn't seem to learn, Cam said. The last time she was up there, you fed her some tuna fish, Eric said. The kitten learned that if she climbs a tree, she gets something to eat. Cam opened her lunchbox. Well, all I have this time is bread. Cam reached up and put the bread on the branch. The kitten turned around carefully. She came down the branch and ate the bread. I'm going to hold on to you, Cam said, as she put the kitten in her coat pocket. If I don't, you'll just climb up that tree again. Cam and Eric crossed the street. The people in the brightly lit parking lot were all looking up. Some children were taking photographs. A man and a woman were looking through pairs of binoculars. 6 lights, no 7, the man said. 3 green lights, 2 yellow, 1 blue, and 2 red. That's 8. I have to get this right if I'm going to write it down. The man was wearing a big open shoulder bag. A notebook and a book called Birdwatcher's Guide was sticking out. I've got it, the man said as he put the binoculars in his bag. 7 flying lights. You said we wouldn't see anything, he told the woman next to him, but you were wrong. We've seen a red-backed sandpiper, a bufflehead, an old squaw, and now this. The woman just put her binoculars into a case. It wasn't a sandpiper, she said. It was a golden plover. The old squaw you thought we saw was a pintail. And there are 8 lights up there, not 7. Cam and Eric could hardly see the lights now. They were just tiny dots of color. Can I look through those? Cam asked the woman. The woman took the binoculars out of the case and handed them to Cam. Cam could see why the couple had trouble counting the lights. Sometimes one would move one way, while another moved in a different direction. Sometimes one light moved behind the other and would not be seen at all. Cam also saw lines, like thin wires, pointing down from each light. Cam looked straight at the lights and said, click. Let me see, Eric said. Just a minute. The lights were floating up. Cam looked carefully at just one light, a blue one. At first, Cam thought it was round, but it wasn't. It was shaped like an egg with a point at the bottom. Cam looked straight at the light and said, click. Then the lights floated into a cloud and Cam couldn't see them anymore. They're gone, Cam told Eric. Then she returned the binoculars to the woman. Are there 7 lights up there or 8? The woman asked. I'm not sure. The lights keep moving and disappearing. They're hard to count. Well, there are 8, the woman said, I'm sure. Eric pulled on Cam's sleeve. I have 1 picture left. What should it be? Cam was going to tell Eric to photograph the crowd, but Eric yelled, I've got it. Don't move. Eric bent down and took a picture of the kitten. She was leaning out of Cam's pocket and eating from someone's bag of groceries. Cam pulled away. The kitten fell back into her pocket. Some food was still in the kitten's mouth. Well, that's it, Eric said. I hope nothing else happens. I'm out of film. Look, look, someone in the crowd yelled. More lights. That's the end of chapter 2. So at this point, you should be looking at your packet, Cam Jansen and the Mystery UFO, Chapter 2. You first get to make a prediction. Make a prediction about what you think the flying lights are and why people are looking at them. Character and trait. Choose a different character. So if you chose Cam for Chapter 1, choose Eric for Chapter 2, or vice versa. You get to summarize what you learned in Chapter 2, and then find a new vocabulary word. There were names of several different kinds of birds. Do you know much about photography? I think there were some photography words in that chapter. So choose a word that you don't know, look it up, and find some synonyms. What's a word that means the same thing as the new word that you found? That's the end of Chapter 2.